Have you ever wondered what happens when a knight supports a prince in his fight against traditions? Welcome, I am your host, Kelly. Today we delve into an intriguing tale of loyalty, courage, and a dash of rebellion. At its heart is the renowned actor and knight, Sir Ian McKellen. A man known for his brilliant performances on stage and screen, he is equally recognised for his forthright and clear stances on societal issues. But what many might not know is his connection to the royal family. Sir Ian McKellen's relationship with the royals has been a fascinating one. He has been knighted by the Queen herself and has engaged with the royals in various formal settings. Yet his stance has often been more aligned with modern perspectives, sympathising with those who challenge royal traditions or find themselves outside of its confines. And this brings us to Prince Harry, the prince who dared to step away from the royal life, who dared to challenge traditions. His actions caused quite a stir, to say the least. But amidst the furore, there was one voice that stood out in support of him, that of Sir Ian McKellen. In a bold show of support, Sir Ian stepped onto the public stage, aligning himself with Harry, and in doing so challenging the age-old royal traditions. His stance was unconventional, to say the least, yet it was also a reflection of his belief in fairness, in the right to speak out, and in the necessity of change. In the face of tradition and convention, Sir Ian's support of Prince Harry was a statement that echoed the sentiments of many around the world. It was a statement that said, change is not rebellion, change is evolution, change is necessary. In a world of traditions, Sir Ian gives voice to the modern perspective, challenging the status quo, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this captivating tale. Sir Ian's words, bold and unyielding, echo far and wide. They reverberate through the media, stirring the public into a frenzy of debate and speculation. His stance, clear and unwavering, supporting Harry and challenging royal traditions, becomes the talk of the town. From the bustling streets of London to the quiet corners of the internet, voices rise in agreement, disagreement, and everything in between. The aftermath is a maelstrom of opinions, a tidal wave of discourse crashing onto the shores of society. And yet, amidst this storm, one voice remains conspicuous in its silence: the royal family. The grand corridors of Buckingham Palace, usually abuzz with activity, are eerily quiet. The tension is thick, palpable, hanging heavy in the air. One can almost hear the whispering echoes of Sir Ian's words, bouncing off the gilded walls, seeping into the plush carpets. The silence from the royals is deafening, their lack of response, a response in itself. Behind the towering palace gates, the royal family watches. Watches as their world, their traditions, their very way of life is questioned. Watches as one of their own, Prince Harry, finds support in unexpected places. Watches as the world around them shifts, changes, evolves. It's a silent vigil, a quiet acknowledgement of the storm brewing outside their palace walls. The shockwaves of Sir Ian's words continue to ripple through society, through the media, through the very heart of the monarchy. They unsettle old beliefs, challenge age-old traditions, and question the very fabric of royal life. The world watches, waits, and wonders, what will be the royal response? As the palace walls tremble under the weight of these words, one wonders, what will be the royal response? Will they break their silence, join the discourse, address the questions? Or will they retreat further into the shadows of tradition, into the safety of silence? Only time will tell. But for now the world watches, waits and wonders. And amidst the turmoil, amidst the chaos, Sir Ian's words continue to resonate, bold, unyielding and unforgettable. Behind the palace doors, a storm brews. The sturdy walls of Buckingham Palace, typically a symbol of unyielding tradition, are now the backdrop to a royal discontent. In the heart of this storm is Prince Charles, a figure who has weathered many a controversy but finds himself in the eye of a new tempest. His Royal Highness, always poised and composed, finds his patience tested by the unfolding events. The unmistakable echoes of Sir Ian McKellen's words resonate through the hallowed halls, challenging the very foundations of the monarchy's traditions. It's a challenge that doesn't sit well with the Prince of Wales. Picture, if you will, the regal figure of Prince Charles, alone in his private quarters. He's a portrait of frustration, his usually calm demeanour replaced with a furrowed brow and gritted teeth. The news of McKellen's support for Harry plays on the television, a constant reminder of the mounting pressure. Prince Charles, a man born and bred in the royal way of life, is not one to take such challenges lightly. "This has gone too far," he mutters to himself, a private sentiment of a man pushed to his limits. But what does this mean for the monarchy? For Prince Charles, this is not just another headline in the morning paper or a fleeting controversy. This is a direct affront to the traditions he has upheld for decades, a declaration of war on the standards he cherishes. The storm is brewing, and the winds of change are howling through the palace corridors. For Prince Charles, this is not just a challenge, but a declaration of war. The question remains, how will the royals respond to this thunderous call for change? Only time will tell. Change is inevitable, but are the royals ready for it? This question hangs in the air as we delve into Sir Ian McKellen's perspective on the future of the monarchy. His response to the reporter's query was a simple yet profound statement. Change is inevitable. The question is whether you adapt or get left behind. This concept of change isn't new. It's as old as time itself. It's the rhythm of life, the ebb and flow of existence. But when it comes to the monarchy, an institution steeped in tradition and protocol, change isn't just inevitable, it's essential. McKellen's viewpoint isn't an isolated one. It echoes the sentiments of many who are watching the royal drama unfold. They see the monarchy as an institution that must evolve to survive in today's world. A world that values individuality, freedom of speech and mental health. A world where the idea of divine right no longer holds the same sway it once did. But what does it mean to adapt? For the monarchy, it could mean many things. It might mean embracing the voices of its younger members like Harry, who are challenging the status quo. It might mean acknowledging the flaws within the institution and taking tangible steps towards reform. It might mean opening up, becoming more transparent, more relatable. On the other hand, being left behind could have dire consequences. An institution that refuses to move with the times risks becoming irrelevant, a relic of a bygone era. It risks losing the respect and support of its subjects. At the heart of this is a fundamental question. Can the monarchy afford to remain static in a world that is constantly changing? Can it afford to ignore the voices calling for reform? Can it afford to turn a blind eye to the winds of change that are blowing across the globe? These questions are not just for the royals to ponder. They are for us all to consider. After all, in the grand scheme of things, we are all passengers on this ride of change. In the face of change, will the monarchy adapt or get left behind? This is not just a tale of a knight and a prince, but a story of change and courage. We've walked together through the corridors of Buckingham Palace, feeling the shockwaves of Sir Ian McKellen's bold words. We've witnessed the tension within the royal family and the discontent simmering beneath the surface. This is more than a story of one man's support for another. It's a narrative of transformation, a testament to the power of speaking out. We've seen the royal traditions questioned and challenged. We've observed the ripple effects of one man's courage as he stands not just for a friend, but for the principles of justice, fairness, and the right to raise one's voice. We've seen the potential for change within the monarchy, a change that could shake its very foundations. But what does this mean for the royal family and for us? It signifies a shift in the dynamics, a move towards modern perspectives. It's a reminder that change is not just inevitable, but necessary. It's a call to allow room for different viewpoints, to adapt and not be left behind in the wake of progress. It's a story that has implications far beyond the palace walls. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even if it means going against the tide. It's about the courage to challenge age-old traditions, to question the status quo, and to strive for a fairer, more inclusive world. So what can we take away from this? The courage to speak out, to stand up for what's right, and to embrace change. Sir Ian McKellen's support for Harry is not just an act of friendship, but a beacon of hope for a brighter, more progressive future. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on this journey. Show your support by subscribing to our channel, sharing this video, and leaving your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, this is your host Kelly, signing off.